Spartacus was a Thracian, likely a former soldier, who was enslaved by the Romans. Like countless others, he was sold into the harsh world of gladiatorial combat. Trained in a ludus in Capua, just south of Rome, his life was one of brutal discipline and the constant threat of a violent death for entertainment. Gladiators were property, tools for spectacle, with no rights or freedom. But Spartacus was different. He possessed an innate leadership, military experience, and a burning desire for freedom. In 73 BC, he, along with about 70 fellow gladiators, broke free. Armed with kitchen implements and stolen gladiatorial weapons, they began their desperate bid for liberty, Edom. Their escape was the spark that ignited the Third Servile War. As they moved through the Italian countryside, word of their rebellion spread like wildfire. Slaves, desperate for freedom, flocked to their banner. Spartacus and his lieutenants, Crixus and Oenemos, organized this desperate rabble into a formidable fighting force. They scavenged weapons, raided estates, and trained their growing army on the slopes of Mount Vesuvius. What began as a small band of gladiators soon swelled into an army of tens of thousands, comprising men, women, and children from various ethnic backgrounds. For nearly 2 years, Spartacus's army rampaged through Italy, inflicting humiliating defeats on several Roman legions and consuls. Their victories sent shockwaves through the Republic, demonstrating the vulnerability of Roman power. Spartacus's ultimate goal is debated by historians. Some believe he intended to lead his followers out of Italy to their homelands, while others suggest he aimed to truly challenge Rome's authority within the peninsula. However, internal divisions began to plague the rebel army. Crixus, with a faction of Gauls and Germans, broke away to sack the Italian countryside, only to be defeated and killed by the Romans. Spartacus continued to lead, but the sheer size and diverse goals of his massive force made sustained unity difficult. Rome, utterly humiliated, finally turned to its wealthiest citizen and a formidable general, Marcus Licinius Crassus, granting him extraordinary powers. Crassus raised new legions and meticulously cornered Spartacus's army in southern Italy. Despite a desperate attempt to cross to Sicily, Spartacus found himself trapped. In 71 BC, in a final climactic battle, Spartacus and his army were decisively defeated. Though his body was never found, it is presumed he died fighting bravely. In a gruesome display of Roman power, Crassus crucified some 6,000 captured rebels along the Appian Way, a grim warning against future revolts. If you found Spartacus's story inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful tales from history. Thanks for watching.